Have you ever looked at the pyramids of Giza and thought, how on earth did they do that? You're not alone. Ancient civilizations left behind a legacy of incredible achievements, creating wonders that continue to baffle scientists and engineers today. From massive stone structures precision cut and moved with impossible ease, to sophisticated metalwork and even early forms of computing, they possessed a level of knowledge that seems to have vanished from the pages of history. It is like they had a secret rulebook for technology that we're still trying to piece together. So get ready to have your mind blown. Today, we're counting down the top 10 lost technologies from ancient times. These aren't just curiosities. Some of these innovations might have been even more advanced than what we use today. Stick around, because number 1 on our list is a genuine mystery that could rewrite everything we think we know about the ancient world. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Antikythera mechanism. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of a Greek island, this device is often called the world's first analog computer. Dating back to the 2nd century BC, this intricate collection of bronze gears and dials was astonishingly complex. It could predict astronomical positions, eclipses, and even track the 4-year cycle of the Olympic Games. Imagine, over 2,000 years ago, someone built a mechanical calendar and planetarium that wouldn't be matched in complexity for another 1,000 years. The knowledge required to design and build such a device is staggering, and it makes you wonder what other incredible gadgets might be lost to the depths of time. Coming in at number 9 is a substance that was the ancient world's ultimate weapon: Greek fire. This incendiary weapon, used by the Byzantine Empire, was like something out of a fantasy novel. It could be sprayed from ships, and it would burn on water, making it nearly impossible to extinguish. The exact chemical formula was a closely guarded state secret, so secret that it was eventually lost forever. Historians believe it was a petroleum-based mixture, possibly containing pine resin, sulfur, and other volatile ingredients. Whatever it was, it gave the Byzantines a massive naval advantage for centuries. The loss of this formula is a perfect example of how crucial knowledge can simply disappear. At number 8, we have the legendary Damascus steel. If you've ever seen a picture of an ancient sword with a beautiful, watery pattern on its blade, you've likely seen Damascus steel. These swords and daggers, forged in the Near East from around the 3rd century, were renowned for being incredibly strong, sharp, and flexible. They could supposedly cut through lesser swords and even a silk scarf falling on the blade. The secret wasn't just in the forging technique, but also in the raw material, a special wood steel from India which contained carbon nanotubes. Yes, you heard that right, nanotechnology in ancient steel. When the sources for this unique steel dried up around the 18th century, the knowledge of how to create true Damascus steel was lost. Modern metallurgists are still trying to perfectly replicate its unique properties. Next up, at number 7, we're looking at ancient Roman concrete. We build with concrete today, but our modern structures often begin to crumble after 50 or 100 years. Meanwhile, Roman structures like the Pantheon, with its massive unreinforced concrete dome, and their aqueducts and harbors have stood for nearly 2 millennia. What was their secret? Scientists recently discovered that the Romans used a specific mix of volcanic ash, lime, and seawater. When seawater seeped into tiny cracks in the concrete, it triggered a chemical reaction that actually made the material stronger over time. It was self-healing concrete. We're only now beginning to understand and try to replicate this incredibly durable and environmentally friendly building material. Sailing into our number 6 spot is the mysterious Viking sunstone. Norse sagas tell of a magical crystal that allowed Viking sailors to locate the sun and thus navigate, even on cloudy or foggy days when the sun was completely hidden. For a long time, this was dismissed as mere myth. However, researchers now believe the sunstone was likely a real crystal, such as calcite, which has polarizing properties. By holding it up to the sky and rotating it, a skilled navigator could find the direction of the sun by observing how light passed through the crystal. This simple but ingenious tool would have given the Vikings the ability to undertake their legendary long-distance voyages across the treacherous North Atlantic, long before the magnetic compass arrived in Europe. Now for number 5, let's talk about something truly monumental: ancient stone cutting and lifting techniques. Look at sites like Puma Punku in Bolivia, with its massive stone blocks featuring perfectly straight edges and incredibly precise drill holes. Or consider the Trilithon at Baalbek, Lebanon, which includes 3 stone blocks weighing an estimated 800 tons each. For perspective, our largest modern mobile cranes struggle to lift that much. How did ancient people, without power tools or modern machinery, quarry, transport, and place these colossal stones with such precision? Theories range from using simple levers and ramps on a massive scale to more exotic ideas about sonic drilling or even some form of softened stone. The truth is, we don't know for sure, and it remains one of the greatest engineering mysteries of all time. Cracking our top 4 is a technology that's both fascinating and a little unnerving: the Baghdad battery. Discovered near Baghdad, Iraq, this 2,000-year-old clay pot contains a copper cylinder and an iron rod. When filled with an acidic liquid like vinegar or grape juice, it can produce a small electrical charge of about 1 volt. But what was it used for? Some theories suggest it was used for electroplating objects with gold, a process known as gilding. Others propose it was used in healing rituals, providing a mild, tingling electrical shock. While a single battery isn't very powerful, linking several together could generate a more significant current. Whatever its purpose, it proves that the basic principles of electricity may have been understood far, far earlier than we ever imagined. We're in the top 3 now, and at number 3 is the enigmatic earthquake detector of Zhang Heng. In 132 AD, a Chinese astronomer and inventor named Zhang Heng created a device called a seismoscope. This ornate bronze vessel had 8 dragon heads around its rim, each holding a small bronze ball in its mouth. Below the dragons sat 8 open-mouthed toads. When an earthquake occurred, even hundreds of miles away, an internal mechanism would cause one of the dragons to release its ball into the mouth of the toad below, indicating the direction of the quake. Historical records state it worked, once detecting a tremor that wasn't felt in the capital. The incredible part? The internal mechanism is a complete mystery. The original was lost, and despite numerous attempts, no one has been able to build a modern replica that functions with the same reported accuracy. Our runner-up at number 2 is a substance that has captured imaginations for centuries: flexible glass. Several Roman accounts, most notably from Petronius and Pliny the Elder, tell the story of a glassmaker who presented a remarkable drinking bowl to Emperor Tiberius. The craftsman threw the bowl to the floor, and instead of shattering, it only dented. He then casually hammered it back into its original shape. Fearing that this unbreakable material would devalue precious metals like gold and silver, the paranoid emperor had the inventor executed and his workshop destroyed, ensuring the secret of flexible glass was lost forever. While modern chemistry has given us things like polymer glass, we still haven't quite replicated this legendary metallic, flexible, and transparent material of ancient Rome. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 lost technology from the ancient world is the Great Pyramid's true purpose. We're taught that the pyramids were simply tombs for the pharaohs. But that's a theory with some major holes. For one, no mummy has ever been found inside the Great Pyramid of Giza. Its internal structure is unlike any other tomb, with strange shafts, empty chambers, and a level of geometric and astronomical precision that is simply astounding. Some engineers and physicists have proposed a radical theory that the Great Pyramid wasn't a tomb at all, but a massive machine. A power plant of some kind designed to harness the Earth's natural energies. Theories suggest its construction materials and precise dimensions could have allowed it to generate and transmit wireless energy. Could the ancient Egyptians have discovered a form of clean, wireless power thousands of years ago? It's a mind-bending possibility, and until we can definitively prove its purpose, the Great Pyramid of Giza remains the ultimate symbol of lost ancient technology. From ancient computers to possible power plants, the ingenuity of our ancestors is truly humbling. It reminds us that history is not a simple line of progress, but a complex story with forgotten chapters. What other secrets are still buried, waiting to be rediscovered? Thanks so much for joining us on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our world. We'll see you next time.